Good morning, my peeps. How are you? Try to get my arm out of the way here. Ooh, that hurts. I gotta have my mic sitting right here, but I gotta have my arm propped up and just not getting it done the way I like it this morning. It is, I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning to dogs barking, and I've been awake ever since. It's going on 5. So I thought, well, I haven't recorded a Mama Keeping It Real video in a few days, so I might as well go ahead and get one done today. So here I am. I'm already dressed, made my bed up, got my coffee made. I'm going to take my first sip of coffee. Yum! Black coffee, no cream, no sugar. Oh, my arm hurts this morning. Yeah, I tried crocheting yesterday. I crocheted maybe about half a row. And my arm started hurting, and it still hurts. So, crocheting is out of the question today. I'll do some video editing. I'm going to attempt to work on the tribute video for my son. Woo. My hand hurts. My arm/hand. Got nurse coming in at 9. And then I go to my psychologist at 1 to try to help take care of this PTSD I have from the incident and from losing my baby boy, my pretty Butchie. I miss him every single day. Every day. It's not so bad during the day because I can keep myself busy. It's when I lay down at night to go to sleep is when I really miss him. And at night when I'm going to sleep, that's when I think about what happened. Keep kicking myself in the butt. Things I could have done, what I should have done. And my boy would still be here. And I wouldn't have been in the hospital. And I can't do that. But I can't stop myself from thinking all that. So that's why I'm going to see a psychologist. Because I want to heal emotionally and mentally. I will heal physically as best that my body can. I don't know what kind of usage I'll have out of my hand when it's all said and done, but I'm going to work real hard to get as much out of my hand post injury as I can. I hate not having nothing to do. Well, I have a lot to do. I just can't do a lot because of my hand. I mean, I could mow the grass. I could redo my fire pit. When it's nice out, I can do all this. Redo my fire pit. I mean, I got sewing I can do, crafts I can do, but I can't do any of that because of this. See my little external fixator? I got 2 pins going in here, right here, and 2 pins going in right here. Oops, here we go. 2 pins here and 2 pins here. What those pins are doing is keeping my wrist from doing this number, because the wrist bones right there that connect to the hand were crushed. And when I say crushed, I mean they were crushed into many pieces. So my bone's healing, and they're keeping that wrist aligned in one spot. Hopefully I go back a week from this Thursday coming up, and hopefully they will tell me then that, hey, we can take this fixator out, and then I'll move to a brace. I won't be able to have a cast on it because I'll have the incisions where the pins are, when they remove them. So I don't know if I'll go to brace until the incisions are healed and then go to cast, or if they'll just keep me in a brace. Either way, after my bones have healed, that's when the physical therapy will really kick in. I've been trying to work on some things. I need to trim my nails because these nails are keeping me from doing some physical therapy. But the physical therapy I have to do now, my hair is sticking on my nose, is, let's see if I can turn my, ooh, it hurts. I have to, oh, that hurts. Extend my fingers, hold that for a minute. Ooh, that hurts. And then I have to, let's see if I can do this and show you. Bend. See, I can't do that. I have to bend my fingers like this and then extend them. It's hurting today, so I'm not going to be doing it. I did it yesterday. I probably overdid it yesterday. I might take me a couple of Tylenol, a couple of Advil later, and then try it. It's a long road. A long, long road to healing. Physically and mentally and emotionally. But I'll get there. I will get there. So I'm not doing nothing. This is all I do all day. Sit here, watch YouTube videos, watch Hulu, do my physical therapy things, attempt to crochet, take a shower. It just takes me so long to do anything because I only have the one hand that I can actually use. I can use this one a little bit. But it just takes me forever to get anything done. It used to only take me maybe 15 minutes in a shower, 10-15 minutes in a shower. And now it takes me almost 30 minutes to get my shower done. It takes 15 minutes. Well, yeah, probably 15 minutes just to get this here wrapped. So I can get in the shower. And I have to do that one-handed. Using the restroom one-handed, not an easy task. Washing your face one-handed. Getting dressed. Thank goodness I have slip-on shoes because I would never get anything tied. I can't tie a shoe. I don't know if I'll be able to tie a shoe. That will be left to be seen. Yeah, 2023 didn't start out on the best of notes for me. Ended up in the hospital. He must be. She may have a toy up underneath my desk. Yeah, she had a ball. She's wanting me to throw a ball. I am not throwing a ball in the house, no. When Mr. Ben moves out, I'll get that yard cleaned up and we'll start tossing the ball out in the back again, baby girl. I know there's all kinds of poop back there. I only have 2 dogs, and one of them's a little itty bitty dog. Poops are about that big. The rest of them, my son has 4. So I don't clean up the poop back there. Hell, I don't clean the house. I don't make the mess. I don't make the mess. What little mess I do make, I clean up after myself. I've always been that way, though. Clean up after myself on everything, from cooking to, I get home from work and I'll get out my work clothes. I'll put my work clothes up, or I'll put them in the dirty clothes, or what have you. I get up in the morning, I make my bed up, I get dressed, I fold my pajamas up, put them at the foot of my bed. I cook, I clean as I cook. So when I'm done cooking, the only mess I have to clean up is maybe a pot or a pan, because I'm washing pots and pans as I go, and utensils. So when I'm done eating, the only thing I have to cook is maybe a pot or a pan and the dishes that I used. My plate, my silverware, or as I say in Britain, cutlery. But yeah, I clean up after myself. So when it's cleaning day, I have very little to do. In fact, before my son moved in, Saturday and Sunday was my clean house and do yard work days in the summertime. In the morning, I'd get up. Saturday morning, I'd get up and, Friday, I usually would clean my house Friday evening and do my weekly cleaning, and it would take me a couple hours to do. And that's the whole house. That's cleaning both bathrooms, cleaning the kitchen, vacuuming, sweeping, mopping if I had to, But it only took me a couple hours to do my weekly cleaning because I pick up after myself all day, every day. And then Saturday morning, I get up, have my coffee and everything. By 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm out in the yard mowing and edging and trimming and working in the flower beds. I spend all day Saturday doing that. I love doing yard work. I could hire, if I would go into any expense, as far as, what I call luxury, I would hire a maid service to come in and clean my house because I hate cleaning. I don't like cooking very much either until I get started. Once I get started cooking, I'm fine. But cleaning, I I could spend that money on a maid service. But because I'd rather be outside. I'd rather be out mowing the grass, cutting back trees, working the fence line, edging, trimming. I'd rather be out doing that. I know that's a guy thing, but I prefer that. It's been 15 minutes. I guess I could log out of here and get to editing this video so I can get it posted. Let my dogs out about 6. I'm all ready to go to my appointment at 1. My nurse is coming here at 9. I'm ready for her. The only thing I got to do is bring my my first aid stuff. I guess you can call it first aid stuff. My bandages, and saline. Oh gosh, what else? Zero form, my tape, my bandage tape. It's all in a little tub right over there. And my vitamin E oil. The surgeon's office wants me to rub vitamin E oil on all my scars. So we do that when we change bandages. Yep. That's all I got going on today. It's basically all I got going on every day, at least until I get back to work. I would tell people, it's like, oh, I have so much to do. When I retire, I'll never be bored. But I'm bored now. I'm not working and I'm bored right now. But it's like I told my son the other day. I said, I'm bored because I literally cannot do hardly anything because of my injury. I said, if I was not working and didn't have this injury, I would be doing my crafts, my sewing my clothes, crocheting my rugs and getting them on my, and getting them posted to sell. I would be doing my braided rugs, I get those done and get them up posted to sell. And, I'd be out in the yard with the dogs and, or going to a park with my dogs, going for walks with them. Well, with my blue heeler. Miss Sassy's getting too old and she's far too little to be going and doing those kind of stuff. But I wouldn't be bored. But I can't do anything because of my hand/arm. So here I sit in this chair that I'm sitting in right now. And I do very little. Unless if my baby girl comes over here and wants to be pet. Yes. See, I won't be pet, Mama. See, I'm a spoiled girl, Mama. I'm a spoiled girl. She's trying to be. I can tell she's trying to replace Butch's shoes. She's just doesn't have his characteristics, his temperament. She's completely different. As soon as I am, yes, baby girl, I know. Okay, down. As soon as I am well, her and I are going to obedience classes. I don't need the obedience classes, but she does. She does good. She's obedient, but they're all right. No, we're done. We're not. No, I'm not even going to start. So we can't be done with something we don't start. She brought me her toy. But anyway, she is very obedient, but there's she's on catalog. She's a working dog. It's a working breed. She has to keep her mind occupied. So we're going to start with obedience classes, and she'll pick them up like that. It'll be a breeze. She's already real good. She's got good recall. The only thing that she's not understanding, she's standing over by the door looking at me like, oh, I gotta go OUTSIDE in a minute. The only thing that she can't understand yet is lay down. She knows off. She knows sit. Well, her stay isn't very good either. She will, but she won't stay for very long. She does sit, off, come. Her heel is getting better. She likes to do on her leash. She doesn't like to stay at my side. She likes to go around circles. But I think that's her herding instinct coming out. But she does real good on other stuff. Didn't have to teach her how to play fetch. I mean, just one day I threw the ball and she brought it back. And that's one of her favorite things to do outside. She'll go find a stick, tool, a screwdriver, hammer, whatever. She'll pick whatever up, bring it to you, and she wants you to throw it. Yeah, I gotta take them OUTSIDE. She's over there at the door just looking at me. So Mama Bear's gonna sign on out of here. I want you all to subscribe, like the videos, watch the videos in their entirety, because that helps my channel. It's free. All of this is free. You watch the videos, you like the videos, subscribe to the channel. It's all free and it helps me out a lot. I got 6 years till I retire. I want to have this YouTube channel up and running really good long before I retire, so that when I retire I got all this stuff I'm doing to try to make extra money. We'll be rolling by then. Anyway, Mama Bear is out of here. Y'all live fierce, be happy, stay safe. Bye.